Hello everybody, this is Fabi from The Next Big Rush, and today I need to go back to one of the videos that I released not too long ago, my final year net worth increase video, and explain a few things. Because some of you commented, at least one of you commented saying, hey, like 15.75% is not very much. I mean, the S&P did about that, double digit, so you're really not getting that much of an increase. And actually that's not how I calculate net worth increases at all in this sort of way. If you take the usual percentage increase of the S&P or of any other investable asset and compare it to the calculations that I did, I actually got 30.52%. So if you want to make a comparison about, my investment and in the S&P, we're talking, 30+%. That's entirely different, and I understand why some people got confused about this, since, a lot of my investments are, doing 300%, 400%, and things like that. So let's go back a little bit. Let's go to the compound interest calculator, because I'm going to explain to you why I use such different rates. I promise it's going to make a lot of sense. And I do actually invite you to use this tool because it's super cool and it really helps you to set goals for your long-term net worth. All right, so come with me. Okay, kiddos, so this is how I have been putting my numbers to work. I started off with a base amount of 88K, and then I picked out an annual interest that I thought I could keep up with. Now, bear in mind, this is a guess based on where I want to go, okay, for my final number, my retirement number. But you can put something like, hey, maybe if I want to get into risky investments, I want to get, the usual 8% that Wall Street has promised for many years, plus a 2% or something like that, because I'm taking more risk, or whatever way you want to go about it. This is up to you, okay? So my magic number is 13%. This is what I chose as my goal. Calculation period is 37 years, because that's how far I am from the usual retirement. Not that I will ever retire, but let's just play with that. And the regular monthly deposits is $1,000. Now, the other thing that I like to add here is a 2% inflation rate adjustment, so that I deposit more than $1,000 as inflation goes up 2% a year. Now, this might change and I'll adjust accordingly, but at the same time, this is something to go by. Instead of a daily compound interval, I go for the yearly compound interval. Now, this is the key, okay? And the reason why my numbers are so out of whack with what you might see of, usual investments is what this is doing is basically it's taking the $1,000, adding up to the 88 grand, and then at the end of the year, it's saying, okay, this plus this plus the 13% equals X number, okay? In this case, I know for a fact it's going to be $112,269.23. Let's see if I'm right. Boom, okay? See, I know my numbers well. I'm not good with numbers, but I know this well. So this is one scenario, okay? Now, what happens when you stretch it out throughout the years? You're looking at 18.5, almost $18.6 million. That is, my ultimate goal. Now, if you backtrack and you do this on a yearly basis, but without the $1,000 in deposit each year, then you get a true percentage return. So basically, every time that you hear, say, such and such, the S&P, the Dow, gold, or whatever, did X percentage in a year, it means that you deposited that amount in the 1st of January, you let it sit until the 31st of January of December, and then you got a percentage return. That means that you're not contributing to your investments at all throughout the whole year. So instead of 18 million bucks, let's take a look at how much this would compound to. $8 million, okay? So you see the huge difference that this makes. It's just abysmal, okay? It really is a big difference. We're talking about, 10 million bucks at the end of it all. Actually more than 10 million, because this is not 8.6, 8.5 or anything like that. It's, 8 point nothing. And so there you go. When I talk about 15.75 percent, and you add on your deposits month by month, and you adjust it for inflation, then you're talking of a huge increase, because down here it means that $40.7 million is a lot higher than my goal of 18. Now, am I under the money number illusion that I'm going to be able to pull this off for this long? Probably not. I think over time, believe it or not, my real estate investments, although the safest, I think they're going to pull down my percentage a little bit. It all depends. It depends on how the markets go. It depends on how my business goes. I have an education business abroad, and it depends on how well I can play the risky markets that we're in, such as gold junior mining, investment, uranium, and whatnot. So this is something for you to play with. I would urge you to come and put your own numbers in and get some of that calculation and dreaming. This is quite good. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna get such a big return when I get to several $million here. It's very hard, and people get scared of playing with such big money, but hopefully by then I'll be much better at this investing thing. Thank you very much. If you like this video, if this taught you something, then hit like and subscribe. I catch you on the next video.